Well, have you ever heard that quote? It's by a woman called Marianne Williamson. It says, our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure. It's our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. You see, there's a model of how human beings are. If you see a little kid, little babies are very, very confident. They have a natural kind of energy that shines out of them. And you can think of that you were all babies at one point, as being like a diamond. Welcome back, Dave. As being like a diamond. Just perfect, totally authentic, totally open, totally shining. You know, if you take a baby, you guys are a bunch of cool guys. If we brought a baby in here, you'd be 50% kind of repulsed because it's a baby, and 50% going, ah, and because babies make people shine. It's this baby thing. It's kind of weird. So we've got that naturally within us. All the domains, and the cool thing about babies, they ask for what they want. If they want something, you know about it. They're not going, what do I have to do to get this and that and the other? They let you know right away. And they're amazing. And babies don't realize that they're anything other than completely fantastic. But here's what happens. We learn. And we learn all kinds of things, all kinds of good things, because what we are, in essence, is learning machines. We're amazing learners. See, here's the thing. Whenever I travel to London, I use SatNav now. I tend to use SatNav, but I used to use the A to Z. Now, the A to Z is a map of London. It's a map of London, but it's not London. It's just a map. London is far too big to be contained in a book that fits in my glove box. It's got far too many things in it, far too many qualities. It's got buildings, it's got people, it's got millions and millions of things that could never be contained in a map. A map's useful for navigating it, but it's not London. Well, here's the thing. Do me a favor, just touch your nose. Just do it. Isn't that amazing? Okay, here's the thing. If you don't think so, then you haven't been around me for long enough. But here's the thing. There was a time when you couldn't do that, when you didn't know how to do that. There was a time when you didn't even know what the word nose meant, where you didn't even know that that was your hand. Well, that's my hand, but that your one was yours. You didn't know it was your hand. You didn't know that there was a relationship between and you learned it. And you learned it fast, and you learned it without going on any courses or reading any books. You learned the way that your different parts of your body, you built a map of you, of your body, and of your world, and of the important people in your world. And the first time you heard the word milk, you didn't even know what it was. It was just a sound, not distinct from your mom coughing or anything else. But very, very quickly, you learned to associate that sound with that warm, nourishing, yummy liquid. And you did that with all the words that you've ever learned. And see, your body is designed for a world of things and experience, not for a world of words. But you can translate the words I'm saying so quickly into things that make sense to your deeper body mind that it happens automatically. So what you did was you built a map of you. And that map of you contains all the ideas that you had about yourself and the world. And each of those ideas, if you imagine like a shining light, like a light bulb, each of those ideas is like a cobweb. Maybe an idea that it's not okay to get angry, or it's not okay to do certain things, or that you can't do this, or that you can't do that, or that you shouldn't do this, or that you shouldn't do that. And what we get is like a layer. Welcome. We get a layer of shit around the diamond. Okay? Diamond's still there. There's like a layer of horse poo around it. So what we then do is we build a personality. And the personality goes on like nail polish on the outside of the horse poo. Nice metaphor, huh? Just stay with me on this one. So, the diamond, that's who you really are. Okay? That shining, amazing light. The horse poo is who we fear we are. And the nail polish, the personality, is who we pretend to be. Which gets us where? Well, here's where it gets us. What's your name?
Tim.
Hello, Tim. I'm Jamie. Which gets us where? Well, we show the personality because what we don't want anyone to see is the horse poo. Because that's who we fear we are. Like, oh, I mustn't let them see the shit. Oh, I'll pretend everything's great. Da, 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 da. What we actually need to do is just clear that away so that the light can shine through. The light of who we really are. The light of our desires. You know, here's the thing. The things that you want, in a while I'll probably ask you, what do you want? In this area of your life, which I'll call love life or relationships or, you know, women or however you want to think about that, I'm going to ask, what is it that you want? And some of the things you want, I'm guessing you'd be happy to share with the room. There may be other things that you want that you mustn't let anyone know. Oh my God, if they found out that I like to do that, they would stone me in the car park. And yet, pardon me? Yes, or both, preferably in the right order. So we pretend. We pretend to be other than who we are. And nowhere is this often more the case than when it comes to meeting women. So we pretend to be someone who we're not. And what do women say? They say, just be yourself. If we were to ask 1,000 women for advice on men of how to be, you know, how to be more successful with women, they say, just be yourself. Well, who do they mean? They don't mean this. They mean be who you really are. Be honest. Be authentic. Would you have something to share, Dave?
The discussion was happening about the same thing.
Yeah. Just be yourself.